Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. First of all, I do need to point out that if you hear any background noises, that would be my kids and their friends playing, so please just ignore that. But moving on, today I have this house for you guys that to me it is quite nice. It is a grandmother's or grandparents' house. So if you are someone that pays really good attention to their gameplay and has a lot of storyline to it, I think this one will be perfect for you. I noticed there's a lot of content out there, like a lot, but sometimes it's very youth orientated. You have a lot of bachelor pads and nursery rooms and teenager rooms and single women's houses and stuff like that. You don't really see a lot of this, so I thought I would give you an option. If you want to send your Sims at to spend the weekend at the grandparents' house, they can. Obviously, I will write in the description of this video what the apartment is called, the apartment building, I mean. Obviously, you cannot upload entire apartments to the gallery. You have to do it room by room. For me, instead of doing room by room, because it can get quite confusing, what I do is I delete the walls where the door goes. I only delete one section of a wall where the door goes. The door stays there because I do move objects cheats. So you can see there's a hole there, there's a gap, so you just need to fill it in and put some wallpaper on each side and you're good to go. This way the gallery makes it into one room instead of several rooms, and it's easier. It's not as confusing as it is uploading something room by room. Moving on from that, so this is the grandmother's house, as I just stated 1 minute ago. It has 2 bedrooms, so it has the master bedroom, which would be for your grandparents, and it has a guest room with 2 single beds as well. It also has a little balcony, which I found quite nice. Has a little balcony outside with a little grill and table, a few chairs. Now, I don't know why, but my favorite part of this house has to be the kitchen area. I think it looks very genuine as to what a grandmother's kitchen looks like. It is not cluttered, but it has a lot of stuff on the counters. Obviously, this is a lower scale apartment, so you do have mouses. I have found a few mouse holes in this apartment, which I think it is quite perfect as well, to have a few mouse holes in there. Yeah, it has an electric box that is in the kitchen, which is quite nice as well. I have no idea how this apartment used to look like before I renovated it. I don't know if I kept the same floor plan or didn't, but I don't know. I kind of like the orientation of it, the kitchen being in the corner, and I used a lot of different decoration items for this house. I struggled a lot with color schemes because traditional houses, they do tend to have darker woods, but I didn't want to make it look like a depressive place, because when you use a lot of dark woods, it makes you use like more rich colors, and I think that if you overdo it, it can look quite a depressive place, quite depressing place. So I didn't want to go overboard on it. So I would say the kitchen table and the dining chairs are more fancy. You know, it looks like they spent quite a lot of money on them, but the sofas and stuff like that, they look like older sofas that, you know, they have for quite a few years, and I kind of like the reality of that, because in real life it is like that. You know, you don't buy sofas every year, you keep them for a few. There's also a lot of pictures on the walls. The main bedroom has a lot of rich colors. It has a red duvet cover on it, which I think looked quite nice. The bathroom, yet again, is not a fancy bathroom whatsoever. But I think that in the end it looks quite good. It's borderline cluttered, but it's not cluttered. You can see it's a clean place, but it's like they have lack of storage, so they have to keep a lot of stuff on counters and laundry in different places. I kind of like to make houses look realistic and not like they wouldn't exist in the real world. So I'm really quite happy with the outcome of the house, and I hope you are too. Now, like I said, I struggled a lot with color schemes for this house, with the curtains, with the sofas, with the rugs. I changed one time and then I changed it again. You will see that I am quite indecisive until I get something that I really like. I keep trying different things because, sometimes it's not right. Sometimes colors can clash, and when you have too many patterns in a room, it doesn't look nice. I mean, there's a lot of houses in reality that are like that. But for me personally, I try to focus in a specific place in the room. I try to see what is in this room the best part of it, and how can I make your eye go to the best part of the room instead of the ugly part of the room. So I try to do that. The guest bedroom, it is extremely simple. You have two beds, you have a bedside table, and you have a chest of drawers. I think that's about it. I don't think there's a computer in this house, but no, I don't think you have a computer in this house. But don't quote me on that. I might have put a computer in the guest room, but I don't think I have, to be honest. If you do want to put a computer, I'm sure you can find a small little nook where you can put a desk, or do what I do and put a small dining table which just occupies one square. So you can just use one square and then another square to put a chair, so it doesn't occupy a lot of space in the house. But typically, and I don't mean like 21st century, but when I was a child, there was not a computer in my grandmother's house until I was about 15. So I don't know. So make sure that you do include anything that would be useful for you, or what you think that your elderly Sims would like easels or chess tables or stuff like that. I mean, you are always free to include your own stuff, and that is exactly why I always leave a few blank spaces in the house where you can personalize and put your own stuff in. Normally I do that a lot in balconies, and this build I did as well. In the balcony, I just included a few potted plants, a table, a few chairs, and a grill. If you do want to include anything that is a skill building item, such as gym equipment, easels, chess tables, anything of that sort, you do have space to do that as well. Or hot tub, who knows, hot tub at grandmother's house, quite fancy. Yeah, so I'm quite happy with the outcome of the house. Obviously this is not a fancy, drop dead gorgeous house. It was never meant to be that. It's a simple house for a simple elderly person, but I think that in the end I was able to capture the essence, and I was able to go with what I had in mind, because I think everyone in The Sims needs to have something. It's not fair, it's really not fair. So yeah, I'm quite happy with it, and I hope you are as well. And if you want to download this, I have always in the description down below the link. If you don't want to go through the link, my origin ID is Sims Designs YT. Obviously YT stands for YouTube, so Sims Designs YT, no spaces, and there's no capital letters, I think. No, I'm pretty sure there's not. So you can go to my gallery. I have hundreds and hundreds of different houses you can choose from, and make your worlds a bit nicer with different houses that are not like the EA houses. Yeah. And I will also include, if I don't forget, and if I forget, please do leave a comment, the name of the building where this apartment is meant to go on. And also I would like to add that a lot of people haven't been getting my videos in their subscription boxes. That is because YouTube does that sometimes. So next to the subscribe button down below, you have a little icon that has a bell on it. When you press subscribe and then you press the bell, it will send you notifications every time my videos come out. So if you don't want to lose any content, please do that, so you will get an email saying that I have uploaded, so you can never miss something ever again. So I'm really happy to show this to you guys, and I hope you like it. And if you do, please do give this video a big thumbs up. And if you're new here, why not subscribe? And I'll see you later. Bye!